Hello, this is back from a short absence from Tarot for Our Times. As you can probably tell by hearing me, I have been under the weather, and I wanted to come on to briefly explain my absence. This is Sarah Sachs, your medium on the go. Is that in the last video I made, I was sounding pretty hoarse, and I felt awful the next day or the day that this would have been published. I felt awful, and I went to the drugstore, got a COVID test, and I tested positive. So I've been feeling pretty crummy for the past number of days, and it's I find it kind of funny that for the fifth anniversary of COVID, I would have for the lockdown, official lockdown, which I've according to the Facebook memories thing, that was 5 years ago this day that we were officially quarantined and in lockdown. So my talking ability isn't too long. Doesn't last a very long time, and I really, when I posted about this on Facebook, I got so many comments saying that there are other people that have gotten it like twice in the past number of months. And when I was able to finally speak to the nurse at the Allegheny Health Network, she said that it was, I learned a couple things new. Highly contagious new variant, and it does not, Paxlovid is not indicated for it, so it's over the counter and just ride it out. And it's not a very pleasant ride, I will have to say. Now, I find it incredibly disturbing that the CDC and all the information outlets have been shut down, so we have to find out by getting sick or having and I do like to see people posting on social media about getting it. At least we get an idea. I'm kind of one of those that doesn't like that I don't like people telling me every little too much information, details of their lives on these platforms, but I think in this case that it's very much warranted. So I chose the Four of Swords as the card that would be the best for this. It's kind of being forced to take a break to recharge the batteries and get some rest, which I have been doing. I think the thumbnail, that thumbnail is perfect. I chose that card because I thought, oh, the woman in the bed, like, oh, that's how I feel. So I'm going to do a very quick reading with just this one deck about, the thing that's awful about this is the factor of the unknown of, is this, I intuitively feel this is more major than we've been told. Now, you can get information by going to the AMA channel on YouTube and seeing their daily reports. Because not only that, but there's tuberculosis, there's measles, there's this new strain of COVID, and I think some other viruses going around. So I think the idiot in chief feels that if we don't have any information as to how, oh, and tuberculosis, I mean, if we don't have the information, then it doesn't exist, because I think that's pretty much how he's lived his life. So, at the risk of wishing ill on anyone else, maybe sometimes these people have to learn the hard way by being careless. And I will say that my masking has been of the past few months. Like, if I go into the supermarket and it's crowded, I put the mask on. If it's been like 2 or 3 in the afternoon with very few people. There, I don't bother. And at Costco's, the only time I'll put that on is if there's bunches of people congregating or by the checkout and there's a lot of people. But I figured that obviously wasn't enough. So it's hard for me to say where I got it because the possibilities are so, even though I did a fair last weekend, but maybe it was there, maybe it wasn't. It's really hard to say. I did let a few people know who I was close to at that event that I had it. So anyway, I want to just pull a few cards and see, are we on the brink of a pandemic and how serious is this? And it's just going to be pulling cards, not really doing a spread of any kind. So let's see, what we have first is the Page of Pentacles. And to me, what this says is the pages are about the messages. Pentacles are not only about money and material things, but they're also about health. So what this tells me, since it's in reverse, we're not getting the message about bad health. It's being suppressed. Coming up on this is the Page of Swords, which is telling me that brace yourself as people get sick. There's going to be a lot of misinformation. This also means that it's possible that someone may decide to, because I've called this the spy in the camp, there may be someone that does start leaking some things out too. So sometimes these are their double meanings. Then we have the Eight of Swords. It's the trying to make the appearance that we're not tied up into something new and that we can't be restrained. I think this is pretty dangerous. Then we have justice, and I really believe that with which is particularly dangerous, is children in schools getting the measles and bringing it home to their mothers who might be pregnant, and that there could be lawsuits around a lot of this. That's a very big concern. Let's see what else we have here. The Lovers in reverse. I think this one is incredibly interesting because what this tells me is that people that have partnered up in Bobby Brainworm's land, there may be a split. I think there may be a little fight in those camps, and again, things could be getting out because some people in that Department of Health may have a conscience and may be breaking up, with that MAGA nonsense. The really awful thing about this is people left out in the cold without, the medical assistance and that, that's needed for that. And then I am going to draw a conclusion card, which is, this is really interesting. I may have to do a clarifier on this one. The Three of Cups, that's about female energy celebrating. I think there's a little bit more to this, so let's see that we have. And healing. I think in looking at some of these cards with the Page of Swords, with somebody leaking something out, and of course it's women who have been at the height of the resistance, and this could have something to do with the legal thing with, once this gets really bad, whether it's COVID, measles, take your pick, with the lawsuits, that I think there's going to be some winners, which may be saying that after it's gotten as bad as it can get, there will be some changes that will be forced to be made. Now, it may not be what we went through 5 years ago with a lot of lockdowns, but I believe it could be with places requiring masks again. And if you don't like it, tough noogies, and maybe freeing up some COVID tests and that sort of thing. I think it could be throwing some crumbs, but the betrayal of the information will still be there. But so this card in reverse, it's about along with the Queen of Cups, is that there could be a victory in this fight, and that means that things could go the other way and some healing can begin. But what this is telling me, it's going to have to get pretty bad. My guides are telling me that this is a lot worse than we're being reported, and people are being put into a fool's paradise. Like, this is all gone, but the evidence is showing. I hate to say that people may have to bury their children to get things going, but and other psychics have said that, and I think the cards have pretty much said that, but a lot of knives stuck in before we can get to the, if something's done, there will be need to celebrate. So there's a lot going on. I did a brief reading on the Schumer issue, which I have not come to the reading told me I haven't come to a conclusion. It's a very brief one. It's on Instagram, which is the same. It's the same, the account has the same name as this channel, Sarah Sachs Medium on the Go. And it's just a very short 3-card written out a thing about what I feel about Schumer. So before I completely lose my voice, I will sign off. I am taking this a day at a time. Whether I'm up to doing, it'll be either I'm not up to doing this tomorrow, or I'll do a very, very short one. I don't know. I just have to really take this a day at a time. So with that, as you can see, no makeup or anything. So with that, I'm going to sign off, and I hope all of you are feeling better than I am. Okay, bye.